Welcome to Tech with Heart. I am your host, Michelle Calloway. Tech with Heart's all about empowering entrepreneurs to embrace technologies, systems, and strategies that'll help them be more competitive in an online digital world. It's not just about the technology itself, it's about how we as entrepreneurs use that technology to enhance and drive human relationships. You see, people do business with people. Technologies are just meant to be used as a tool, not to ever remove our need for one another. So that is a main core focus of the Tech with Heart initiative. And today's topic is video creation through storytelling. Stories are what sells. Stories connect people and get them to resonate with your purpose, your mission, your message. And in order to get more visibility and expand your reach as far as who you're going to be able to positively impact with your story, we need you to put that story on video format so that that medium content can be spread out there through multiple different platforms. I have a quote where I'm a faith-based entrepreneur myself. And so I actually believe that if God calls you to it and he's omnipresent, the least that we can do when we step into our purpose is to be omnichannel. In other words, get that message that you have that needs to be shared, that needs to be heard, and needs to be seen on as many platforms as possible, but you can't be everywhere at once yourself personally. But in this day and age, with the digital technologies that we have, you can indeed be everywhere at once through video storytelling. So the frustration that I experience with small business owners is that they don't know exactly even how to do video creation. They struggle, so therefore they don't do it at all. So they may struggle with not knowing how to create the video. They may struggle with the message and what they should be saying on that video. And that struggle is real. I actually heard somebody share with me that they felt that creating video was as painful as extracting teeth. Yee. We don't want anybody to feel that way. We want them to feel very much empowered to start creating video as quickly as possible. So we're going to talk about the many different ways to create video and the different types of videos and the 3 critical types of videos that every business must have in order to start really boosting their authority and their credibility and start really relating to others online. Your essence energy is a thing that comes across through a frequency. I've had people tell me, man, Michelle, you're so passionate. It just oozes out of you. So one of the things that humans to humans, the reason why in-person events and meeting people and sitting down and breaking bread with people and having a meal or having a cup of coffee with people is that there is a lot of communication that happens between people that aren't even using words. It's nonverbal communication. So think body language, right? Eye contact. Have you ever heard the phrase that your eyes are the portal into your soul? Well, when you as a business owner or a mission-based nonprofit or a purpose-driven entrepreneur are sharing your message and why you do what you do and how what you do and solves people's problems and the value proposition of utilizing your services over others, when you're sharing that with people and your purpose, you're anchored and your core is thoughts and your beliefs are coming out of you through whatever message you're sharing, that is your essence energy that comes across. And that essence energy is like a frequency, like you tune into a radio frequency. It comes across loud and clear as an energy that people pick up on. And that also is what elates them or compels them to want to like take action with you. Whatever that action is, that's to be determined based upon the circumstance or the time at what was being shared. But it is so important that we as business owners are able to get this essence energy out of us and across to others, even on video. And I see a lot of small business owners struggle with being authentic and how they show up on video. But I have good news. If this is something that you as a business owner really struggle with, this idea of creating video, because you clam up and you're not able to tap into your essence energy because you're focusing too much on the fact that, oh, I'm on camera. Oh, so that is why Tech with Heart is excited to be able to offer video creation services that we do with you or do for you, so that you can take that fear off the table and you don't have to let this barrier be there anymore in getting your message out there. But let me tell you a little bit more about types of videos that every business needs to have. So when people are looking into who you are and what you're doing online, the best thing to do is to have what they call a welcome or an intro video. So let's just say you're a nonprofit and you, on the home page of your website, you should have a video there that welcomes people or introduces people into your mission-based nonprofit business. What is the problem that you're addressing? How are you addressing that problem or solving that problem, and why you're so passionate about it? And as a small business, this could be like, what is the problem that you're helping your target audience overcome? How is it that you're helping them overcome it that's uniquely to you? And list a little bit about your credibility. Why are you the authority in this particular niche? Why should they choose you? Remember, when you're creating video, to focus on your target audience. Whom are you hoping to connect with, and whom are you hoping to attract? And whom are you hoping that's going to take action on this message that you're presenting? So make it about them and not at all about you. Remember earlier I talked about your essence energy. That should exude from you. Your mission and your purpose and why you're doing what you're doing should come across loud and clear through that essence energy frequency when you're sharing the problem that you solve and how you solve it and why you are the one that's showing up to solve this problem. That should all be coming across non-verbally and somewhat verbally. But it's not that when you're creating your video message, it's important to not focus on you. You don't want to just say, yes, I was featured in Inc. magazine and I was praised by Kevin Harrington, you know, the shark, the original shark from Shark Tank. It should not feel like it's about you. I was just giving you those examples because those are some of the credibility pieces that I, Michelle Calloway, founder and CEO of Revealio, have. But if I said it to you in that way, it sounds very braggy, and that's just, it just will fall on deaf ears. Nobody really wants to hear anybody brag. It's okay to have those things listed on your website, you know, that's credibility, but to just talk about that in your video nonstop, it just feels kind of salesy and braggy. Make it all about whom you're serving, how you're serving them, and why you feel so passionate about why you're the one that's going to really take them to that level that they're seeking, or to take them to that dreamland of with all their problems being solved. So that's a good way to start. Start with an intro video on your website. And you can also use that same intro video on your LinkedIn profile page, on your Facebook business page. And if you're using Alignable, which is kind of like a middle ground for small businesses to really be noticed in your local community, Alignable.com, it's a free platform like LinkedIn, and you can put a profile there and you can put that video, your welcome intro video, on that platform as well. They all act as mini websites. And of course, if you're not already utilizing the Google profile business page, that is also a free platform in which you can put your intro video there, so that when people are searching for any keywords that are related to the services you offer, they will see that intro video there, and then they can click and go visit your formal official website. So that's a great strategy. Every business needs an intro video. The second and most important video that every business needs to have is an explainer video. So let's just say you're an expert and you have created a product or a service offering that is going to indeed address the problem that you mentioned in your intro video that people are having, that you hope to attract. So in this explainer video, you're going to want to give them enough insights as to how you're solving that problem, or the product and what the product does to solve the problem, so that they see and understand why they actually need to click that buy button underneath it. If you don't explain it, sometimes they don't understand it, and so therefore they won't take action. So these explainer videos are really, really valuable. And again, you can repurpose that explainer video onto your social media platforms, LinkedIn, Alignable, and Google My Business, and your Facebook, if you're using Facebook, and or Instagram. So think about that. Those are two very, very powerful and very important videos, and they shouldn't be much longer than 3 minutes max. I wouldn't even recommend going over a minute personally. People's attention spans are just getting shorter and shorter and shorter. You probably are aware of that because we've got things like TikTok that are blowing up right now. And the reason why it's called short form video. It's like giving people a little taste, a little teaser of your value that you're offering to them in little bite-sized pieces so that they can consume it as they have time and they're looking, just kind of tinkering around on platforms like TikTok or Instagram Reels, or even Facebook has Reels now. So keep your intro videos and your explainer videos as short as possible. And you can use those short videos to lead towards maybe like a full-length webinar if there is really a need for people to get into more of what they call the weeds and understanding every single aspect of how it's going to work. Like my company, Revealio, we have an augmented reality marketing tool. So on our website, we show the augmented reality marketing tool in action. And then if they want, they can go find another video which explains the process of creating a Revealio, which is, 1, 2, 3, keep it simple, right? And then if they actually want to go in, create a Revealio of their own, we do have a video for them to watch to help them understand how to create an account, what kind of membership they might want to select, and it gives them a lot more of those details. But that is not the first video that they should watch. You know what I mean? They can't be expected to watch a 3 to 4 minute video going over all those details. So that's why explainer little short videos are so critical, because it helps people understand why your product is the one that they're looking for. So it makes them click on that button below that says buy now. That's a good button for people to be clicking, right?
Being able to do business online is crucial for survival, especially during times of social distancing. So how do you survive and thrive in the sea of digital noise? It's a lot like fishing. You need to know who your perfect customer is so that you could use the right kind of lure to attract them. We help you catch your perfect customer and retain them for future sales through highly converting websites, influencer mobile apps, getting you featured in the news and on TV. Hi, my name is Jerry Bowden, U.S. Army veteran and president of Revealio Software Solutions. Our goal is to help you rise above the competition, be seen as an expert authority in your industry, and embrace technology to stay competitive for long-term success. It's more affordable than you may think. So reach out to us at revealio.com, and together we will make your business come alive.
And the third most important video on your website, these things are helping you get your authority supported. Your credibility is raised by being able to meet people and talk to people through the video whenever they're visiting. But let's just think about this for a second. You can have reviews, right? Let's just say you have a very delighted customer. You can ask that customer to go leave you a review on Google or Yelp or TripAdvisor. There's many platforms that people really respect and value when it comes to input and feedback. If you get them to do that on Google, you can have them leave hopefully a 5-star review and a little explainer as to what they found so valuable in your service. That is really powerful. But something that's even more powerful is if you can get a customer that's really thrilled about what you've done for them and how you've solved their problem and taken them to this next level that they've been seeking, is to get them to leave a video testimonial. So when you get somebody to do a video testimonial for your business, it is actually them showing up on video so that others can pick up on their essence energy as far as why they're so delighted that they worked with you, the problem that you solved for them, how you've taken them to the next level. And it's really a more compelling story. Stories, again, are what sells, and stories being shared verbally while also being able to see the person talking and being able to read any text that's on the screen is so incredibly powerful. So I recommend the third video type that every business must have is a few video testimonials. Let's just say you're a speaker and you would like to get hired for more speaking gigs. Well, maybe ask an event coordinator that you have recently spoken on the stage for to leave you a video testimonial as to the value that you brought to the audience, how wonderful you were to work with, and that they would love to have you back and that they highly recommend you to other event coordinators. That is powerful because it's not even just what they're saying, but it's who is saying it. So if there's an event coordinator promoting you as a speaker to other event coordinators, and you're hoping to get more speaking gigs, that is a perfect video testimonial. So if you're hoping to attract more partners, business JV partners of a certain type, you might want to get somebody who is in that realm and then that niche on video talking about why they are so delighted to have partnered with you. You see, it'll attract more partners of that same kind. So think about those types of things when you're asking people to leave you a video testimonial. Whom are you hoping to attract? All right, so now that we've talked about the three most critical types of videos that every business and nonprofit needs to have, let's talk about the different types of videos that you can create. Not everybody is comfortable with getting on camera, and I honestly don't believe it's absolutely critical that you do so. But you do need to have an intro video, you need to have an explainer video, and you need to have a video testimonial, somebody else talking about you and your services. So there is a thing called a montage type video in which you're able to provide a video company with video assets of you speaking on stage if you're a speaker and you want to be known as a speaker. So those are good action video footage that they can use while they're also doing voiceover to tell the story. Anytime you're hearing or watching a video and the voice is saying something, but you're seeing something else on the screen, that's called B-roll. B-roll is just footage that kind of visually tells the story that supports what's being actually said by the narrator. Okay, so as a business owner, you can provide a video company with images that can be turned into like a little zooming animation so that there's motion throughout the video. And you can also provide them with video footage of you or your product or service being, demonstrated. And then you could also work with the team, the video creation team, to create the script. And scripts come from the goal of the video. So let's just say a montage video, you said the goal is to have it be an introduction video to help people understand the value proposition of what you're offering. So the goal is to raise awareness, or the goal could be to get people to opt in for a webinar, right? So when you know these goals for each video, then that helps formulate what the script of that video should be. Montage videos are very easily created by video creation teams like what Tech with Heart offers now. And it can all be done without you having to ever get in front of a video camera, which is very powerful. And they can be short, like 15 or 30 seconds or 60 seconds, and done incredibly affordably. Then there's what we call a full motion video. A full motion video would be where you have a film crew come to your site, or maybe you go to a specific location in which they're going to capture video footage of you in action, or your business team in action, or they're going to interview some of your constituents or some of your clientele, and they're going to be able to utilize that in the full motion video story. They also, nonprofit friend of mine who does horse rescue, and then she uses those rescued horses to do equine therapy for veterans. And so in order for her to have a more compelling donation video, I suggested that she get that veteran to tell his story about how impactful it's been for him to have this equine therapy that he didn't even know he ever needed, but how transformational it has been for him, and have the audience hear it from his mouth and from his heart, and let his essence energy just exude from him to compel others to want to support this nonprofit that's providing this service for veterans and also saving horses in as part of the process. So again, this would be something that a crew could come out on site and capture that story from that veteran, while also capturing B-roll of the veteran working with the horse or on the horse or talking with the horse or whatnot, you know what I mean? So those are full motion videos. Those are usually a little bit more expensive because you do have to have a crew come out. But again, Tech with Heart's thrilled that we're also able to offer that type of quality video full motion creation for a very affordable competitive rate to help small businesses and nonprofits get those messages created on video so that they can be shared and broadcast over all the different platforms and really touch and reach those who otherwise would never even see it or hear about it or know about it, and compel people to want to support this kind of a service, right? And there's also drones that can be like doing aerial footage. I'm sure you've seen some drone footage. It's just beautiful and seamless. It's like, you know, as if it's being shot from an airplane, but it's just a drone that's hovering over a specific scene and can really capture it from a different perspective, and it's beautiful. So that's all done through called full motion video. And then we have what we call character animation. So think about The Simpsons for a second, whether you love them or you hate them. Why have they been so popular for so many years? It's like the longest running sitcom ever. And it's because they use characters, like animated characters, to tell stories and to replicate what human beings' lives could be like. It's kind of a wild scenario at times, but think about this for a second. Stories sell, right? And so when you're able to tell a story and you're using a character, even if it's an animated character, to help tell that story visually, it's a lot more connecting. It resonates with people on another level because they're imagining a physical, real person like that animated character. So if you're telling stories, it's great to have B-roll or actual people telling the stories like a full motion or animated characters telling the story. So Tech with Heart is able to offer that type of a video creation service as well. And then the next one would be what we call whiteboard animation. So think about, you know, you're reading a book, and a lot of times when you're reading a book, your imagination is actually visualizing what that scene would look like. Similarly, when somebody is doing a whiteboard animation video, you actually can see a hand that's drawing out the scene as the narrator is saying the words or telling the story. And so again, it's another way to connect the mind visually with what the mind is hearing audibly. And of course, text on the screen for those who prefer to learn by reading. It's a very powerful tool, whiteboard animation. You've probably seen it. It's just all black and white. It looks like it's drawing on a whiteboard and it's sketching out people and it's sketching out scenes and it's moving from one scene to another by getting more clean whiteboard and animating it on the next screenshot. So those are some powerful ways to share stories. And then of course there's short form video. You see this a lot on platforms like TikTok and Instagram Reels, where people are just using something like a smartphone. Ooh, there we go over here, smartphone. And they're just shooting themselves talking into the camera, or they're utilizing other people's footage and they're not other people's footage, I shouldn't say that. Or they're using footage of something that they shot and they're having text on the screen over it. So again, even through short form video, you don't necessarily have to be the one that's on camera if that's something you're just so uncomfortable doing. Short form videos are meant to just be like little tiny little snippets. So let's just say, for instance, you took your intro video and you dissected that intro video into like 3 to 5 little tiny segments. You can repurpose your intro video into tall formats and reuse it on platforms like Reels, Instagram Reels, or Facebook Reels, or YouTube Shorts, or TikTok. So I hope that's been very helpful. These are some ways that you can start getting your videos out there. There's a lot of struggle around how to go about creating the video, how to figure out what goal is to reach to the video. And then if you find that you really need help kind of extracting out of you the story that needs to be told, and having somebody come alongside you and help you write a script, that is what Tech with Heart is here to do. You see, Tech with Heart is a mission-based, purpose-driven nonprofit looking to elevate your story, entrepreneurs, and we even have a student apprenticeship program. We really want to support you in gaining the confidence that you need to be able to get out there and use technology in a way that sets you apart and helps others understand quickly your value proposition, what it is that you bring to the table that is unique to you, but also solves the problem that they have. So reach out to us if you're interested in learning more. You can actually go to techwithheartfoundation.org/video to learn about the video services that Tech with Heart's offering. But here's the really neat thing, is that if you choose to invest in your business by getting a video created that tells your story and helps others understand your value proposition, then you are also supporting our student apprenticeship program through the Tech with Heart Foundation that works to elevate and support and empower those underserved minority students through vocational training and life skills mentoring so that they gain competitive advantage in life and in business. So they could take it back to their communities and bring positive social impact to their communities and positive economic impact into their communities. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, I would love for you to just go to check us out, techwithheartfoundation.org/video. And as a bonus, our partner, Revealio, which is an augmented reality marketing tool, is going to make your video come alive on any of your physical marketing materials. Augmented reality is a cousin of virtual reality. And I don't want to go into too much detail in this episode of Tech with Heart, but next episode, we will be talking about the power of augmented reality marketing technology that uniquely separates you from all your competitors and really blows people's minds when you present who you are and why you do what you do. So stay tuned for that. If you are interested, and as an entrepreneur, you are interested in joining a heart-centered yet forward-thinking community of fellow entrepreneurs that are all looking to stand out, right? And to utilize technology, systems, and strategies to efficiently move their business forward while also focusing on human connection, then I invite you to check out techwithheartnetwork.com. It is our entrepreneurial program in which we invite you to come and be a guest on the Tech with Heart show. If you are an expert and you have value to give back to other entrepreneurs, we'd love to hear from you. Share with others what is working, and then also join our community and do our live events with us where we do masterminds, we do networking opportunities, and we really love to grow alongside one another. So check us out, techwithheartnetwork.com. We have our Tech with Heart show every single week. Some episodes make it to our TV show, and we also now have a live radio broadcasting on iHeartRadio. We'd love to have you join us. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Here is to your success.